President Trump will be hosting this year's Kennedy Center Honors Ceremony in December, which will air right here on CBS. We're proud to say the honorees are Sylvester Stallone, George Strait, Gloria Gaynor, Michael Crawford, and Kiss. We're joined now by, that's a very good lineup.
Awesome lineup.
Yeah. Very good lineup. We're joined now by the president of the Kennedy Center, who's also the U.S. presidential envoy for special missions, Richard Grenell. Ambassador Grenell, thank you very much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So, clue people into what's going on with the Kennedy Center, because the president's going to be hosting the ceremony this year, and he's the chairman of the Kennedy Center board. But earlier in his administration, in his first term, he didn't go to the honors. He hasn't been involved. So what's his role? How did this come about?
Well, first of all, we are ecstatic to have these honorees because the public has responded really well. People have been asking for George Strait for a long time.
My all-time favorite.
Yeah,
yes.
And the people that are coming forward to say, I want to sing, I want to participate to honor George Strait, Gloria Gaynor, others, it's going to be a phenomenal show. I think what we've decided to do at the Kennedy Center is confront what I think the New York Times did earlier this week, which is to say Broadway is dying. The arts are dying. Every arts institution, most every, across the country are financially in disrepair. We've got to confront that. And I think the New York Times piece on how Broadway shows, people aren't going, they're not participating. We've decided to confront that. And President Trump, as someone who really understands corporate America, has decided that we're going to do big shows, big programming that fill as many seats as possible. And if we can't fill enough seats to make sure we're revenue neutral, we're going to ask for corporations to step in so that we can get every single show with a sponsor, enough ticket sales to revenue neutral so that we are not losing money on these shows. And I think it's already proven to be a winning combination because we've never raised more money at the Kennedy Center than we have. For instance, Saturday night, our National Symphony Orchestra Gala has exploded the budget in terms of fundraising. We usually raise about $1.5 million. We're already up to $2.5 million. We haven't even started the show.
Why do you think that is, Rick? Because when it was first announced, many people, not many, but some artists pulled out and said, I don't want to participate. They were concerned about the political leanings of it. Can you say to people that there really are no politics involved in the Kennedy Center Honors?
Look, we want every single person to come. Harvey Fierstein, for instance, came out and said, I'm banned from the Kennedy Center. Not true. No one is banned. I haven't canceled a single show.
You have not?
Not a single show. But let's be honest about this. Many on the left can't come and perform for conservatives because, whatever reason, they're political. We want a place
But you're saying they're welcome. Everybody is welcome.
Everyone is welcomed at the Kennedy Center. The only change that we've done, we haven't canceled a single show. Hamilton pulled out because they didn't want to play for Republicans. What I have been clear about is every single show must become revenue neutral. We haven't canceled anyone. But if you don't sell enough seats and you can't get corporations to pay the bill, then you're on the hook. And if you can't be on the hook for that, don't ask us to go into more debt. When I arrived at the Kennedy Center, we were paying the staff with debt reserves. We were literally having zero money in the bank.
Do you see that changing already based on what you're saying?
Dramatic fundraising increase. We've made some hard cuts. We've had to make changes. But again, look at the New York Times piece earlier this week. Every single arts institution has been having these problems. What I would say, Gayle, is there are a lot of media that all they want to do is focus negatively on the conservatives. And let me give you an example. The arts reporters covering the Kennedy Center have never done a story about ticket sales until we got there. Are ticket sales struggling? Of course they are. Every arts institution. And look at the New York Times said. Broadway is closing and in financial disrepair because people aren't going.
But it sounds like you want to change that.
Which
we
is
want
good.
to change
And
it.
you are-
President Trump
And you are
is the
doing
one.
it. Ambassador, before you go, really quickly, the president of Venezuela offered to
We're
engage
30
in direct
seconds to
talks
black.
with the U.S. What are you going to do? Are you going to engage with Venezuela over these drug trafficking boats that the president has?
So I've already been engaging at the direction of President Trump. I've spoken to Mr. Maduro. I've gone down to Venezuela, and I continue to talk to his team.
Love it. All right.
Richard Grenell, thank you very much. Appreciate you being on. Thank you. Be sure to watch the Kennedy Center Honors on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.